Hello. Well, I just finished recording a video and I was about to start editing it when I saw this on my online edition of the Telegraph, and I just had to share it with you because it's just too good an opportunity to miss. Here we are in the Telegraph, this 5th of December, so it's a day or so old. Don't talk while eating in restaurants, study warns. Okay, so let's get this straight. I don't know what to talk about first. Monks, nuns, when they eat, they're not supposed to talk in many orders, so far as I know. Can't say I'm an expert on that, but in any film I've seen, of course that makes me an expert, doesn't it? In any film I've seen or any book I've read, there's somebody reading from an improving tract while the monks and nuns are eating in silence. Well, apparently that's what they want us to do again. I tell you, we are going back to the Middle Ages. We have the Middle Ages attitude to society. That is, you're supposed to bend the knee to your lords and masters. Democracy is, it's not even thought about, and we have to all subscribe to the current orthodoxy. I mean, how medieval can you get? And there's a plague going round, whether it's right, whether that's the truth or not the truth. There is a plague, and it's not just COVID I'm talking about, it's the plague of wokeness. So we've got a situation where people are going around telling us to either bring out our dead or bring out our unpersoned, or throw out our unpersoned rather. So here we are. Don't talk while eating in restaurants, study warns. Diners should refrain from having conversations during meals. What is the point of going to a restaurant? Do you go to a restaurant simply because you're hungry? Well, not really. No, you can have bread and cheese at home, can't you? Most of the time when you go to a restaurant, it's because you either want to be seen or you want to meet friends. And usually it's both. Here we are. Don't talk while eating in restaurants, a study has warned, as it claims people can be infected by COVID-19 more than 6 meters away. Yeah, they can be infected by nonsense as well, and at a much closer quarters. Diners should refrain from having conversation during meals, as well as avoid loud talking or shouting. Well, that's political discussions out, isn't it? According to researchers in Korea. Their study claims that people who are 6.5 meters apart can still infect each other. If they're even closer, they can infect each other with ideas. I'm not sure which is worse. And the window of transmission can be as little as 5 minutes. Restaurants should consider installing dividing walls between tables to prevent this happening, they argue. Now, that I don't object to. It's quite nice to be, people like to go in these booths at the side, don't they? I don't know about being in a sort of glass perspex box in the middle of a restaurant. But fish do that, and they're all right, aren't they? The researchers used interviews, credit card records, CCTV and phone location data to analyse how easily COVID can spread in dining spaces. And they're talking about airflow. Well, we do know about airflow. They concluded that 2 of the participants in their study did not come into direct or indirect contact in the restaurant, yet one still infected the other with COVID-19 because they were talking. Well, I've got a better idea, you see. Now, this is some wise, some intelligent engineer can take this up. What you do is you go into a restaurant and you put this perspex tube over your shoulders. Yeah. And then you have this big funnel. And while you're sitting there, you can have the waiter just pour stuff into the funnel and it lands on a little platform in front of your mouth and then you can lick it off. Well, you think that's ridiculous. Going to a restaurant and not talking is even more ridiculous. You bloody idiots, I don't know what planet you're living on. Why not treat yourself or a favoured relative or friend to these magnificent examples of merch? The mugs and t-shirts come in the Graniopteryx design or Granbo with a firearm or the more deadly knitting needles. Go to www.graniopteryx.com and whatever platform you're watching this on, please click like, subscribe and share.